so making this video for two different reasons. One, I want to show people how much better Monsterbass box is than Lucky Tackle box. And two, when I got my Monster Tackle box subscription, it says that if I do stuff like this and post it on social media, I could win free prizes. So here we go. I'm gonna start with Lucky Tackle box. So Lucky Tackle box, this is the last box that I'm gonna receive from Lucky Tackle box. My first one was in January of 2020. This is the last box of 2020. I think it's a huge cop-out. The name of the box is 2020 A Year in Review. They give you this thing that lists all the different stuff they give you, but I've already gotten all these lures this year. So in the boxes of 2020, I've already gotten this lure, maybe a different color, T-boned minnow, T-boned spaz, these gambler baits, which I'm not a huge fan of. They're like heavily scented, super crazy slippery. Just, I've used them a few different times, not a huge fan. This one, I'm super disappointed in getting again. I think it's the same exact color that I got in the first one as well. It's like a weird hybrid bait. It has a chatterbait blade on it, but it's a spinner bait. I threw it on one of my bait casters for like 10 minutes and was just so frustrated with the action. I thought it was terrible. These things actually aren't bad. They're called a toad minnow or something like that. And I've used these and they actually weren't too bad. They kind of look like the perch that you might, that we might have here in New Hampshire. Obviously, I'm not doing much fishing right now as a lot of stuff's iced over. The two weights that I got, they're made out of lead, so I can't even use them in New Hampshire. So Lucky Tackle box is sending me stuff that isn't even legally usable in New Hampshire, and they were out of the packaging, somewhat damaged. I guess not damaged, just chipped up. And then cold-blooded baits, this little popper. This thing's actually kind of decent. Like I said, I got all of these earlier in the year, and this one actually wasn't that bad. And then they always give you a few hooks. This is like a Nico, they call it a Titan X Wacky Nico hook. So just overall, got the Lucky Tackle box this month. Wasn't super impressed. Here we go. Monsterbass box. This is my first one, so this subscription just ended. This subscription just started. Super happy. I mean, first of all, the box is just way cooler. I mean, I'm not going to take this out on the water with me and like measure fish or anything like that, but it's just kind of a cool box. First thing, Excite Plastics, 5-inch Senko, obvious staple for every bass fisherman, in green pumpkin with a black flake, awesome color. Lunker Hunt deep diving jerk bait. I'm super stoked to use this one. I mean, I do like Lunker Hunt, products, so I was really hyped about this one, excited to use it, in the early spring once the ice is out. Another jerk bait, Vicious Fishing. I don't know, this one looks pretty sweet too, called like a herky jerk. But again, it's the winter months. Jerk baits, once the ice thaws and spring is here, the suspending, slow action jerk baits will do well. This one I'm pretty hyped about, Bass Hick. I think it's a Monsterbass brand. I might be wrong. I guess maybe not. But it's kind of like a really shallow, almost like a wake bait. It seems like it's kind of a unique bill. Definitely, excited to use that one. It's a little frog, little hollow-bodied frog. Not a huge fan of the color, but hollow-body frogs are hollow-body frogs. In reality, most of the time, the fish are just looking at the bottom color anyways, so who knows. Big bite baits. Don't have this one, so this would be like a cool like flip and pitching bait. Maybe a trailer on a chatterbait or something like that. It's called a Tilapia Magic's the color. I don't know, BFE. I don't know what 4.5-inch BFE. I don't know what BFE stands for, but I've had big baits or big bite baits in the future, and I don't know. I think they're pretty sweet. The one that I'm most excited about are these right here. So it's like a Ned style plastic, but then it has like some hair. And I'm a big fly fisherman as well, so I know that hair and feathers, especially this type of hair right here, kind of like pulsates, when you're moving it in the water. So I'm really excited to use these. This is like an example of something that I probably wouldn't buy, but you know, getting it in a box like this is kind of exciting. And then the last thing was these lead Ned heads. So I got these and I emailed Monsterbass right away and just said, hey, I live in New Hampshire. We can't legally use these. They got back to me like within 2 hours, sent me a link saying, pick something else out on our website, click this link, sorry about that, and made right on it right away. So that's the review, you know, and then there's a cool sticker. I'm a sticker guy, so that's kind of cool. But that was it. I mean, just as a little example of what you can expect, Lucky Tackle box, what you can expect in a Monsterbass box, but definitely looking forward to getting these every month.